Well, one of the features of All Saints, one of the things that identifies us and unites us, is the communion service. For 3 Sundays out of 4, in usual times, we would gather round the communion table and remember the Lord's gift of himself to us, symbolised in the bread and the wine. As for many churches, Holy Communion has become a central feature of our life together, a rhythm of prayer and worship that binds us to one another in the Lord's presence. One of the challenges of these past couple of months, 8 Sundays now since our church was closed, is that we've not been able to celebrate communion together. Our services and our worship have continued, and I'm delighted by the way our online services have come together. But one thing that is noticeable by its absence is Holy Communion. Well, on Maundy Thursday this year, the 9th of April, Guildford Diocese offered a virtual communion service via Zoom. Over 500 clergy, church wardens, licensed ministers and others tuned in as Bishop Joe presided at that service. The liturgy was the same, the music and the preaching were much the same, and apart from being online rather than in the cathedral, the main difference was that at the point where we would usually receive the bread and the wine together, Bishop Joe took the elements on behalf of the congregation. It's something that clergy are authorised to do, but in normal circumstances it virtually never happens. Well, on this occasion, as we remembered Jesus' Last Supper with his disciples on the night before he died, it was the only way we could celebrate together. Well, I wondered how I would feel about someone else taking the bread and wine on my behalf. Would it seem odd? Would there be a sense of being excluded? Well, interestingly, not. As we worshipped and prayed together, I was sure that the Lord was there. His Spirit was with us. You may know that within Zoom there's the opportunity to comment, and that was open to everyone as the service ended. Thoughts and words flooded in from clergy and lay people alike, expressing their gratitude that we'd celebrated communion together in that way. Although it was different, it was meaningful, worshipful and blessed. It was a learning curve for me. And so, following a discussion with our worship vision group, we've decided to offer an online service of Holy Communion next Thursday for Ascension Day. It'll be at 8 o'clock in the evening. It'll be a video recorded service like all our online services so far. I'll preside and Alison Molden will be preaching. We'll put the liturgy for that service on our website in advance so that you can download it beforehand if you'd like to do that, though all the words will be on the screens as well. And when we come to the point in the service where we receive the bread and the wine, I'll take those elements on behalf of all of us. Well, after that service, we'd greatly value your thoughts and reflections. And if you'd like to send those to me or to Trish at the church office, I'd be very grateful. If a virtual communion service is something that many of us would value, we could consider offering a regular communion during this period when our church is closed. Please do let us know our thoughts, as together we seek our way through these very strange and challenging times. And meanwhile, I pray that we'll all keep safe and well, and that we'll continue to keep in close contact with one another and with the Lord himself.